welcome back to the channel. My name is Katie, if you saw the title of today's video. Y'all, Amber just keeps stepping in it. She seems to not be able to keep herself out of her own crap right now. Like, I'm at the point I almost feel bad for her because more and more things and karma just keep coming her way. But you saw the title. Guys, this is becoming more and more of an issue. They are really calling for something to happen to Amber in Australia. And we have one of their big officials speaking up saying they want to jail her if they found she did perjury. And I haven't even gotten to this, guys. Apparently, the US FBI is now involved. This becomes more and more of a crap show. Like I said, I'm just at the point, if it wasn't for all the lying and the craziness, I'd feel bad for her. And I do to an extent. I do, like, but, you know, I'm not trying to say she's not guilty because she was found guilty. And obviously she's guilty of several things. But wow, it's just a lot. So we're going to jump in and I want to show you guys everything that I found and exactly what's going on. But before we do, if we're new, please make sure and subscribe, hit that notification bell. And if you like the video, leave a comment. Everything helps. And I'm just so grateful for all of you guys. We have so much fun here. I think I'm going to start a live stream. And yeah, we're just going to giggle our way through how stupid this whole thing is. How is it we've heard almost nothing from Ghislaine Maxwell? And yet this is what we constantly hear about every single day. But then I'm part of the problem because I talk about it. But screw it, because I'm going to just give my points of view on things that are trending, and yeah, we'll see what happens, I guess. All right, let's jump into this. So let me give you guys a little backstory for those of you that don't know. So if you guys remember, in 2015, she went and visited Johnny Depp when he was on a movie set in Australia. She did not declare her dogs, which got them in a huge mess, and to get out of it, they had to do a big commercial saying, declare everything in Australia, and it was really embarrassing for them. Well, it turns out during the court case, we found out that she was lying about certain things when it comes to what happened, like saying Johnny knew. Johnny says he didn't know. So they've been investigating, and they're doing a big investigation into, did she do perjury with them? And that's what this is, and voices are speaking up, and more people are upset about this and saying, hey, we need to do something about this. And now we have one of the officials saying, put her in jail. All right, we're gonna jump on and I'm gonna show you guys. So this is from, I'll make sure I didn't knock my mic out because I have a little bit of a rinky-dink setup. Do we have it? Yes, okay. Where it's just me and my laptop. My poor little laptop is just chugging along. So here we go. This is from the Daily Mail and it says, Barnaby Joyce. Barnaby. Okay, sound off to my Aussie fans. Hi, Aussies. Hi. I used to have a lot of Aussies that watch me. I love Aussies because their favorite curse word is the CU word, and that's my favorite curse word, and they greet each other with that. And I'm like, these are my people. Like, and it's funny because my heritage, I know there's a lot of Scottish and, well, I was going to say Scottish is English, but they're not. But they're kind of on the same island. I'm such an ignorant American, listen to me. But a lot of, I guess, but then I have a lot of other stuff in there too. Like apparently I'm super Dutch, which I learned recently, and I've even got German, and there's some French. We're all a bunch of mutts. At this point, we're all a bunch of mutts here, right? But with Australia, I know they sent a lot of Scottish over there. So I don't know. I feel like it's in my DNA. Anyways, Barnaby, is that somebody's name? Oh, that's what I was gonna ask. Sound up in the comments, Aussie. Aussie is to my Aussie people. Barnaby? Do y'all really call each other Barnaby? Because I love it. I would think a kangaroo would be named Barnaby, but again, I'm an ignorant American with stereotypes. Barnaby Joyce calls for Amber Heard to be jailed if she is found to have committed perjury after he tried to have her Yorkshire Terriers ended when they entered Australia illegally in 2015. That was the thing. They were going to end these dogs. Poor dogs. So it says, Australian politician Barnaby Joyce has called for Amber Heard to be jailed if she's found to have committed perjury during her 2015 dog smuggling furor. Also, I'm so sorry for all these advertisements. If you guys didn't know, I go to Shein very often. I think this isn't from Shein, but the majority of what you see me wearing is. Okay, here we go. It says a 36-year-old actress who last month lost a high-profile defamation trial against her ex-husband Johnny Depp is the subject of an ongoing perjury investigation related to court proceedings stemming from her visit to Queensland with Depp in 2015, where she broke Australia's strict quarantine and biosecurity laws by failing to declare the couple's Yorkshire Terriers, Pistol and Boo, upon her arrival. At the time, then Agriculture Minister Joyce insisted the dogs be put down if they were not sent back to the United States immediately. And we have a video I'll play in a second. It says, Heard was charged with 2 counts of illegally importing the animals in July 2015. However, the case was closed when she pled guilty to falsifying travel documents in a Gold Coast courts in April 2016. But the dog smuggling saga was given new life in October 2021 when it was exclusively revealed by dailymail.com that Australian officials were investigating Heard for alleged perjury over claims she lied to authorities about the circumstances in which her dogs were brought into the country. The Australian Department of Agriculture, Water and Environment last week confirmed the case was ongoing, telling Daily Mail Australia it was still investigating allegations of perjury by Ms. Heard during court proceedings for the 2015 illegal importation of the 2 dogs to Australia. It says those dogs, when they came in, there were a lot of documents that were signed that said there were no animals there. And now it looks like Ms. Heard has allegedly not told the truth. Joyce joked that Australia was entitled to have Heard extradited because the U.S. is seeking the extradition from England of WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange, who is an Australian citizen on spy charges. Y'all, this is getting crazy. We're quoting Julian Assange when it comes to Amber. Holy crap. It says, the U.S. wants Julian Assange. She can come over to Australia and possibly spend some time at Her Majesty's convenience, Joyce. That's right! My Aussies, y'all are ruled by the Queen, right? Still? Ish? Commonwealth? Yes? No? Do I know what I'm talking about? One of my favorite YouTubers is an Aussie. He's one of my boo-boos. I'm gonna have to reach out and be like, what are y'all doing over there with your politics? By the way, I'm not knocking anybody's politics. I'm saying I don't know. It says, perjury carries a maximum jail sentence of 14 years in Australia. When asked what would likely happen to Heard if she were to be found guilty of perjury, Joyce said, it's up to the Americans. I suppose the U.S. wants to show the purity of it, and they're insisting on getting Julian Assange. Oh, this is getting crazy. So, the U.S. should say, we've got to be a fair dinkum. Oh, you guys don't know this. Fair dinkum. Okay, to my Americans that don't know this, I do know this because I almost worked for a company called Fair Dinkum because there was an Australian guy that owned it that wanted me to work for him. Fair dinkum is an Australian term, and it basically means fair-ish. Okay, we've got to be, so I'm laughing, fair dinkum. We got to be fair dinkum and straight with both these things, don't we? Let's see how that goes. Fair dinkum. It's unlikely the Australian government would try to have Heard extradited, but she could nonetheless face arrest if she tried to enter the country again. All of the witnesses involved in the case live overseas. Wow. Joyce later joked he would look after Heard's dogs, which she famously named after him after adopting the animals in December, if she were imprisoned in Australia. Says, send it up here and we'll go pigging with it? What's pigging? What is pigging? I want to know what this is. See if we can knock over a few old boars? Is that like hunting? These are Yorkshire Terriers, boo-boo. These are little lap dogs. I don't think Piggin or Born is... What is life? I'm gonna go Piggin and Born. I love my Aussies. I'm not making fun of you guys. I just don't understand what's happening. Send it up here and we'll go pigging with it and we'll see if we can knock over a few old boars. I'll look after it. My namesake Barnaby. He'll be safe with me. I'm not a Barnaby. Names... What? Do you have a... Okay, does Barnaby have a dog named Barnaby, or is Barnaby talking about Barnaby's self? Barnaby and... My pronouns are Barnaby and pig hunting and boring. Pigging refers to the act of hunting wild pigs. Thank you, article. I just had to get through it. I told you guys we're going to laugh through this. When asked what he thought of the Depp versus Heard defamation trial in Virginia, Joyce replied it was great. It was compulsory train wreck viewing. This is such PR. Oh my gosh. Every night you thought, these are 2 crazy cats. Obviously, don't mind having a drink at night, and they're just tearing the house to pieces and throwing crap at each other. It was bizarre. I think they summed up what we all thought. Meanwhile, Australian authorities could seek assistance from the FBI as they investigate claims Heard allegedly perjured herself in a Queensland court 6 years ago. That's a whole other thing we haven't even gotten into yet, guys. And so then it says, Bobby Chaikin. This whole video's a mess. A former special agent for the Bureau. I can't stop laughing. I can't even talk. Told Law and Crime. What is going on with me? I am the ultimate communicator. I am the Gemini, and I cannot get these words out. Told Law and Crime on Monday it's common for Australian investigators to liaise with their American counterparts. And such a collaboration will be likely in this case given the relevant witnesses all lived overseas. Mr. Jason said the FBI maintained an office in Canberra and there are FBI agents permanently assigned to Australia on a rotating basis. Part of their mission in liaison and assistance. So if the Australians need something from here in the US, they would certainly contact the FBI's Australia office and the FBI would likely assist. The department's perjury investigation stems from testimony given by a former employee of Depp's during his UK libel case against the Sun newspaper in 2020. Depp's former estate manager Kevin Murphy raised eyebrows down under when he told the London court that Heard had ordered him to lie under oath after she flew the pets into Queensland in a private jet without declaring them. Pistol and Boo have been declared to customs and placed in a 10-day quarantine, but their arrival went undetected for several weeks until a grooming salon posted a snap of the cuddly pair on Facebook. Depp and Heard were given 72 hours to send the dogs home or face having them seized and not be here anymore. Heard eventually pled guilty to a lesser charge of falsifying an immigration document and accepted a fine of 10,000 Australian dollars or 7,650 US after her lawyer, Jeremy Kirk, insisted the paperwork for the dogs had slipped through the cracks and there was no attempt to deceive. Kirk said Heard thought her then-husband's staff had completed the paperwork and was exhausted and suffering from sleep deprivation when she ticked the wrong box on the arrival card. I can say, as somebody who's traveled a lot and had chronic health issues, I can understand how maybe you would check the wrong box. I'm not defending her, and I've never done that with animals. I'm just saying I could get it, and for her to be like, I thought Johnny's team took care of it. Unless there's more evidence that she's lying, which there probably is. Kirk said Heard thought the then-husband's staff had completed the paperwork. Heard and Depp also issued a video statement in which she expressed remorse for her actions. The footage was widely mocked on social media, with some fans saying the couple looked like they had been held for ransom. I'm not even sure if I can say that word. Heard's version of events went unchallenged until July 2020 when Depp's former estate manager told London's High Court in a written statement that he had repeatedly warned the actress about Australia's strict entry rules. I also explained to Ms. Heard several times the fact that trying to take the dogs into Australia without completing the mandatory process was illegal and could result in very harsh penalties, including the dogs not being here, Murphy said. He went on to allege that when smuggling controversy erupted, Heard demanded he provided a false statement to the Australian court saying she didn't know anything about the requirements. When I expressed that I was extremely uncomfortable with this, Ms. Heard said to me, well, I want to help you with this. I wouldn't want you to have to lose your job. That is some shady lady business. Wow. So she held his job over... It became very apparent that Ms. Heard was threatening my job stability unless I cooperated with providing a declaration that supported her false account for the Australian proceedings. Because of this, I felt extremely pressured to cooperate despite knowing this would involve being untruthful, added Murphy, who worked for Depp for 8 years. Murphy later confirmed to the Daily Mail that he's been contacted by the FBI and had agreed to provide Australian authorities a witness statement, but he declined to comment further. The news of the ongoing perjury case against Heard comes just weeks after she was ordered to pay her ex-husband $10.35 million in damages, after a Virginia court found she defamed the actor by referring to herself as a survivor of domestic hurting in an opinion piece she wrote. Depp sued Heard, to whom he was married to from 2015 to 2017, over a December 2018 article she penned for the Washington Post, describing herself as a public figure representing domestic blank. The jury found in Depp's favor on all 3 of his claims relating to specific statements. We all know the rest. So, guys, I'm like, where did this even stop? Oh, we have a video to watch! In all of that, we have a video to watch! Let's jump in and see this video and see what this guy has to say.
It sounds like those dogs, when they came in, there were a lot of documents that were signed that said there were no animals there, and now it looks like Ms. Heard has not been, alleged not been telling the truth, and as perjury, and, if they want Julian Assange, we'll take Amber and possibly Johnny, and they can come over to Australia and spend some time at Her Majesty's convenience.
All right. there we have it. I'm just going to end the video because I don't know what else to say. What do you guys think? This situation just keeps getting crazier and crazier. I kind of wonder if this was just used for some type of PR, but the Australians also, they are a wonderful, loving, very offensive, and I say that with love. They insult each other for fun, kind of my humor. That's the type of people they are, but they don't play around. What do you guys think? Sound off in the comments. And if you're new here and you enjoyed this, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, give me a like, maybe leave me a comment. Everything helps. I'm gonna go. Take care, lots of love, lots of blessings, everybody. Until the next video, I'm giving everybody hugs. Mwah, kisses, stay safe, stay soon, and let's keep laughing.